Earthen Life and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making a bit of a Christmas theme, something fun and easy for the kids. I am going to be making a star-shaped Christmas pizza, and I have already prepped my dough. So this is half the dough. I've let it rise for about an hour, and I'm just going to roll it out. You could of course buy a store-bought pizza base or store-bought dough and make your life easier, but I have all the ingredients and it really doesn't take very long. So I'm just flouring my surface. I'm going to make my dough into a bit of a disc and then use a rolling pin to roll it out. I'm not too concerned about making this a very flat pizza base, a very thin base. I find it quite nice for kids when it's nice and bready. Fills them up. Of course, if you want them to eat all the other food too, depends what your kids are like, then maybe make it quite small so that they don't get too full on the pizza. But you can really load this up. I'm going to keep it quite simple today. So there we go. I've got a nice round base and I'm going to just use a knife. I've got a nice sharp knife and I'm going to cut out a star shape. Alright, so I'm not the best at cutting out star shapes, I must admit. Just don't think too hard about it. Otherwise, you can of course use a template. It'll make it a bit easier. There we go, not too bad. You could always keep these and make little pizza slices out of the offcuts. I'm just going to pop mine aside for now. Alright, then I'm going to put it on my baking tray. So if you had a nice big oven and a nice big baking tray, you could really make nice huge ones, which is cool. You could also make sort of Christmas tree shapes or round bauble shapes like these, you know, and decorate it all differently. I've made my own pizza sauce. So in here I've got a clove of garlic, I've got a little bit of olive oil, a tin of tomatoes and some salt, and I've just let it cook down really nicely. You could use tomato paste. I'm not a big fan, so I like to actually get really nice tomato-y goodness into them. Also, of course, tomatoes are so high in vitamin C, so great for you, and this color is just stunning. How Christmassy is that? All right, so you could use any toppings. I'm not going to use cheese today. I've decided to just use mushrooms. So I've got some round mushrooms here. I've just cut button mushrooms into slices that way, really. So I've got some round ones, and then I've cut out a few little stars. They're so sweet. A few stars. I've got some nice red pepper that could look a little bit like tinsel around a tree. So I'm just popping some of those on. And then I've got some beautiful cherry tomatoes, which I'm just going to pop on just like that. All right. All right, so I'm going to pop that in the oven and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. It's ready to come out of the oven. I've got it over here. You can see it looks really sweet. I'm going to get some basil as well and just make it look really Christmassy with the red and green and the little stars. It smells delicious. I've also got some beautiful basil flowers here, which I love using. Sprinkle on. Alright, and there it is. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you have a beautiful festive season and Merry Christmas.